G. Let's go.
You know, lately I've been thinking, this year is our last full year in the States before we retire in the Philippines. Hindi pa kami umaalis. Wala pa namang final goodbye. But deep inside, feel ko na. Yung bang unti-unti nang we're putting a close to our life here with the things we're doing nowadays. One of the first things we started doing, slowly and intentionally is clearing stuff. Hindi biglaan, hindi yung dramatic na we're decluttering, hindi ganon. Just mindful letting go. We're asking ourselves questions like, kailangan ba talaga natin to? Or may place ba to sa buhay natin sa Pilipinas? Or memory lang ba to or may meaning pa? Sometimes when I'm sorting through things, I'll stop. I'll hold something and think, this used to be important to me. Like my uniform nung nagki-clinicals ako. It belonged to a version of me that was still figuring life out. Pero ngayon, hindi ko na siya kailangan. Hindi ko rin siya kailangang dalhin sa Pilipinas. And letting go of that item feels like saying goodbye to that version of myself. Saying goodbye to it with so much gratitude. Pero kahit memorable sa akin yon, not everything naman that holds a memory needs to come with us, di ba? Except for one thing. All photo albums are coming home with us. Those albums are our history, our proof. Buhay namin yon, page by page. Hindi na nga kami nakabuo ng mga photo albums when pictures became digital eh. Ang daming mga pictures na nasa cellphone and computers na lang. Some we ended up losing nung nasira ang phone or nung naging obsolete ang storage device. The best pa rin talaga ang pictures na nasa photo album, and I'm glad we have a lot of those. We're bringing home some paintings, especially the ones that mean something. Hindi dahil mahal lang bili ko sa kanila pero dahil may meaning talaga sila. Kaya iuwi namin sila. And this year, we already decided we'll start sending boxes to the Philippines by the middle of the year. So that by the time we finally leave, wala na kami masyadong dala. Kami na lang ang aalis with our personal things, with the rest of our stuff already waiting for us sa Pilipinas. We're also learning something practical, that sending boxes early will give us some mental space. It's like telling yourself, ito na to this is real. We're not just dreaming about retiring in the Philippines anymore. So every balikbayan box that we will close will feel like a small commitment to our retirement plans. And slowly, the house will feel lighter, quieter, like it already knows that, hey, paalis na sila. Now the furnitures. We've already decided we're not bringing any furniture. And I won't pretend that that's easy, no? Nanghihinayang ako kasi. I cherish most of our furnitures. Every piece has a story, every table, every chair. Lahat yan, witness sa buhay namin. But then, I remind myself, ang bigat-bigat naman ng mga furnitures mahal din ipadala. So, memories na lang din sila. But instead of selling our furnitures, we're giving them away to friends. And somehow, that makes it easier to let go. Knowing that these pieces will continue living in homes of people who are dear to us. Dati kasi may pagka-hoarder ako. Kasi I used to think keeping things meant honoring the past. But I'm learning that sometimes releasing those things is the real honor. Because we're not erasing our life here just because we're giving things away. We lived a full life. We built something real here in the States. But we don't need to carry proof of that to know that it was true. So memory na lang din sila. Now, one of my daughters, she's a minimalist. She only wants our plants, the ones that are already established. Because apparently, hindi siya makabuhay ng halaman. And I love that she wants to get our plants. It feels symbolic because we nurtured something here And now it will continue growing in her home. Then one of our vehicles will go to her as well. And the Tesla, si Tekla. We have a friend who's so kind to let us park Tekla at their place. So when we visit, meron pa kaming wheels. We still have something familiar waiting for us. Now, at work, I'll be honest, I'm quiet quitting work. Alam niyo yon? Yung I'm now just simply doing exactly what I'm expected to do and no longer going above and beyond. Not in anger or bitterness, ha? I love my work, alam niyo naman yon. But in this season of my life, that feels right. Because this year is about energy preservation, especially my mental state. It's about closing things well, about choosing peace of mind over proving something. Tapos na ako doon. Hindi na ako masyadong nag-exert ng effort sa trabaho. Siguro ganun talaga pag magre-retire na, no? But the hardest part of this year is not the stuff. It's the people. I'm sad to leave certain groups na recently lang namin nakilala, but they give us so much spiritual and prayer support, like the people from Bukas Loob sa Diyos community. And also, sad ako to leave our friends here in the Bay Area. They've been our family, our support system. What makes it harder is knowing these friendships were formed later in life. People who I've met in the last few years, but it feels like we've known each other forever. Friends we can talk to with our walls down. Friends we can have deeper conversations with. It hurts to leave people like that. Buti na lang may messenger. And of course, leaving our kids. Our son, he's still in college. And as a mom, you want to stay close, no? You want to hover, you want to guide, you want to protect. But then, I realized that I don't stop being a parent just because I'm away. I just have to learn how to let go with faith. And I have to pray and believe that God will take care of him because he loves my son more than I do. Our daughter naman, she's 29 now, fully stepping into adulthood. Medyo wrong timing nga kasi ngayon pa kami aalis ngayon pa naman kami nagiging close na. Maybe because she's maturing, maybe because she's in a stable relationship now, maybe because we're finally meeting each other eye to eye. I don't know. But as I think about my kids, ewan ko kung mamimiss nila kami as much as we'll miss them. Parang hindi naman sila affected masyado na aalis kami. And there's also this guilt, even if we don't like admitting it. Guilt for choosing a life that pulls us away from our children instead of closer. Marami sa mga kababayan natin, they retire in the States dahil mag-aalaga sila ng apo, tsaka dahil ayaw nilang mapalayo sa mga anak nila, di ba? Kami naman lalayo. We'll just pray that their love doesn't weaken with distance. That's all we can do for now since decided na kami to retire in the Philippines. Now, one thing I'm very clear about, we're taking our cat with us. Walang mga anak na kasama, pero ang pusa dadalhin. Kasi even if our cat knows the kids, even if he's comfortable with them, I know him. If I leave him behind, it'll break his heart. And I won't do that. Ako kasi ang security blanket ng pusa namin So kasama namin siyang aalis.
Like your boxes?
As I reflect on our last year in the States, I realize that God has never failed us in any season of our life. Not when we were just starting here, not when we were uncertain, when we questioned ourselves, did we do the right thing coming to America? And not when we were afraid, when times became difficult, when there were relationship problems, and when we were financially down. So this year is not just about planning. It's about surrender to God. And I know God is telling me, I got you, G.
I don't have to look no further, 'cause I've reached my destination. I used to be lost, but now I'm found. As long as I know that you'll be around.
So as we're about to close our chapter in the States, we're honoring what it gave us. The work, the friendships, the growth, even the struggles. And we're quietly saying, thank you for everything. Now it's time to go back home na.